today we're talking to Dean Thomas of Kennebunk, one of our two new office managers at the Dems Co-op. Hi Dean, thank you for giving us some of your time. So, what do you think of our new office space?
Oh, we love it. We really do. It's perfect. It's in the right location. It's the right size. It makes a lot of things available for us. Separate meetings. It's a good deal. Good workout.
And nice sunlight.
And great sunlight. In fact, I'm trying to get the blinds down a little bit.
How do you hope the new office space will be used?
Well, right now, we are asking for any of the groups in York County, Democratic groups or whatever, to participate if they need to have office space here. Not so much office space, but meeting space, because it's kind of, there isn't that much around. And we've got a great response from quite a few of the local organizations. And actually, Penny and I were talking today about, she's gonna sit down with me and show me how we're gonna do our scheduling.
Oh, okay.
Because Steve and myself will be to make sure that we don't overlap with people running in and out.
So, what do you do as office manager? Schedule?
Well, scheduling things, but right now I was a manager also at the other office.
Oh,
And took a few days, a couple weeks, but once we had it set, it ran very smoothly. We had a lot of organizations coming in to doing volunteer work for the election. We had people writing postcards, we had people going door to door. So we use the office a lot.
so when will the office be open, and how do people contact you?
Okay, well, as of this week, Thursday, Wednesday and Friday, we will be open from 12 to 4. 2 days a week until we get all our things in here, and we're still in the middle of, you can see, we're not exactly ready for business, but we're close.
So do people call you or email you or what?
Yeah, they call for information. They call because they're interested in helping. I find this area of Maine to be really wanting to help.
Good.
It is, it's a good thing.
So what about you? Can you tell me something about yourself, like how long you've lived here, where you came from?
Well, my wife and I moved up here a year ago last July. We lived in New York City for 20 some odd years. We lived in the Upper West Side. And after all those years, my wife's family's from up here, from the Saco area, Camp Ellis.
Oh, yeah.
Her grandfather came over from Europe when he was 13 years old by himself.
Wow.
And he had a little house there until the ocean took it away. But every summer, my wife and all her cousins and the aunts, the uncles had to work, but all the aunts came up, and everybody stayed together for the whole summer. And Daphne has some great memories of being up here back then.
I think a lot of us have that pattern.
Yeah,
I'm a year-round summer person too. So, have you always been a Democrat, and why are you a Democrat?
Well, my whole family, my father was an ardent Democrat. He, even in the church, he was the head of the Democratic Party. And I grew up a Democrat. There was a time when I thought I knew better, that there were other answers to some of the questions. And I got interested in the Republican Party for, I'm trying to think of which election that was, 80? I think 1980.
Okay.
And, but I got disillusioned pretty easily. So I left that. I never let it develop into anything. I think the most I got into it was a member of the Young Republicans at the time. But ever since then, I've been a Democrat. When I was 15, I campaigned for John F. Kennedy in torchlight parades down in New York.
Me too.
You did you? And actually, on a sadder note, when he was assassinated, two of my fraternity brothers and I hopped in our car and drove to DC,
Oh,
stayed for the weekend, stood in line all night in front of the rotunda to get in there and
Wow.
view the casket. But yeah, we were pretty dedicated in those days. Yeah. We still are. We're just older.
well, any final words for people watching this interview?
Yes. To tell you the truth, for me, it was a surprise what happened in the election. I knew it was going to be tough, but I just assumed, if you listen to what he's asking, what she was coming up with, that there was no choice in it, man. At least that's the way I felt. Obviously, other people didn't feel that way. So it was a close election, but I'm concerned about where we go from here. So what we plan on doing is establishing relationships with organizations, like I said in the beginning, in areas around here to help them develop. So we have 1 or 2 more years of preparation until the elections in 2 years from now, the by-elections, and let's try to make a big improvement.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been great talking to you, and I'm sure we'll see much more of you
Thank
now
you.
that we have this office. And your co-manager, Steve Sawyer.
Yes, he's a very good manager. He really is. Anyway,